Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview February 26th of 2015 on a Thursday as we're winding down to the end of our trading week. Welcome you to a new day, fun and adventures. Alright traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, where it's sunny skies and white sandy beaches. Absolutely beautiful outside. Yep, might be lunch at the gazebo today. Traders, don't forget this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is William Gilday, and I am a Forex trader since the year of 2006. In 2008, I retired from a great career out of the Fire Rescue Department out of the great state of Florida in the United States. Traders, I came on a 3-month holiday here to Thailand in 2008. And well, it's 2015 and I'm still here, traders. Really enjoying Asia. And the time zone is great. You can trade basically all 3 trading sessions and still get a good night's rest. Traders, I do trade the Forex market every single trading day, not necessarily in a trade every day, but I'm in looking at charts, I'm listening to fundamentals, and looking for that opportunity to make profits. Let's get the risk disclaimer out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, we've got some news and commentary. Let's see how the markets closed yesterday. Let's go. Okay, the Dow 30 closed positive 0.08%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.08%. The NASDAQ was negative. These are just barely negative. It's 0.02%. The Russell 2000 closed positive barely at 0.09%. So really just skimming the tops and the bottoms there. The DAX closed at 0.04 in the green, the FTSE in the red at 0.21%, the CAC 40 in the red barely at 0.09%, and the Eurostoxx 50 negative 0.15%. So let's head over to my side of the world. The Nikkei 225 is currently trading at 0.42%. S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is negative 0.66%. Shanghai is negative at 0.59%, with the Hang Seng barely negative at 0.11%. And the Kospi also in the red at 0.14%. All right, let's see what's going on with the economic calendar. Well, the economic calendar is like this, my friends. We had some data come out of Australia today. Was private capital expenditures, and it was not good data. And really, there is no high impact. Yes, there is. We have second estimate GDP quarter on quarter out of the pound today during the London session. And that is really our only high impact data during London. Now, the New York session is filled with it. The CAD has core CPI month on month, and then CPI month on month. Why do they have that? And then the US has CPI month on month and core CPI month on month. Also, it is Thursday, and as usual, we have our unemployment claims. And that is about it. So the US session, it's an hour before the stock market opens. A lot of data comes out. The only one to watch for really is our pound data that comes out. And that's at second estimate GDP quarter on quarter. I do not see anything else, my friends. That looks like that's about it, my friends. Just for notification, tomorrow in the Asia session, we have the New Zealand Business Confidence. So keep an eye on that. All right, some good price movement yesterday if you're on the right side of the track. Some of these were pretty good to get into. I think it was the Aussie dollar. We'll see when we get to the charts. I think the Aussie dollar gave you like 2 times to get in, and it worked twice. It was like, wow. I'm sorry, it was the pound. And the pound right now on the hourly chart is going through the roof. The daily chart is still sitting in, at support and just going sideways and absolutely doing nothing. But yesterday the pound really took off. So I think it's going to be a good trading day. We've got some good trade setups on our 60-minute Forex charts. And I think we got some good trades. Just going to have to be patient and wait for them to develop. All right, let's take a look at some charts. And as usual, we'll start with the euro dollar. This is, I put this up here, this trend line. It's just a trend line, that's all, just something to watch. But we're in a spot now where, I'm bearish here. I want to take this down. I do not want to buy this. And there's a very good possibility this is going to bounce off this 200 exponential moving average and go all the way up. So, it's a 50-50 shot here. You can trade it either way. But I don't want to buy the euro, right? We want to sell the euro. So, my trade plan is to sell it. Once it breaks the 200 exponential move average, gives me a nice bearish candlestick, and I'll be more than happy to take this to the downside. If it gets up past that 61.8 fib, I might take a shot and, take it up for 20 or 30 pips to see if we can make some profit that way. I'll have to look at it at the London Open. Here's our pound. The pound is really, like I said, it's giving us several opportunities here. It's very bullish at the moment, but the daily is horrible. So, if you take a look, we're just basically looking for this, give us some sort of a pullback to the 618. And I know the pound's not good about pullbacks, but yesterday it did very well. So we want this pullback to the 618 at 1.5513, and we're just going to take it from there. And, where you're going to get out, I think we're going to have to wait until we get into the trade and figure out where our stop loss is going to be before we can figure that out. I don't see anything left of the chart here, but, I also don't see any candles above where we are here either. So this is probably maximum resistance right at the moment. But they do have data coming out in the London session, so things can change. So the pound, I like the entry. Don't know where the exit's going to be, and we got a pretty tight stop on that. Well, let's take a look at the Aussie. The Aussie is really, really doing crazy stuff. I gave you two trades here. One is, I think this could be a pullback, and at the 38.2 turnaround, or this 50% turnaround, and head back up. Or it's going to resume its trend, and it still is bearish, folks. Look at the daily chart. It is bearish. I have a trade for you at 0.7800, basically, 78.10, 78.05, somewhere, anywhere below the 200 exponential moving average. We're going to sell it. We're going to take profit at 0.7754, which is a nice 40 pip trade for you. But I'm not sure where this wants to go and what this is doing. This big red candle you're seeing, that is from that Australian news data that came out that was negative. So that's why you see that big red candle. And that's what that's from. So I don't know if this is going to go back up and join the range and just keep going sideways, or it's going to make a move and continue to the downside. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We have 5.5 hours to go before that happens, the London Open. Right, here's the Euro Aussie. This is, no, it's not the same chart as yesterday, even though it looks like it. But it's at the same spot. Look at how this came down yesterday. It went sideways for such a long time. I think this Euro Aussie, these two candles here is, again, from that data that came out. And now let's just see if it's going to resume the trend and head back to the downside. We are at a perfect spot to short this. We just need a bearish candlestick formation. Let's short this thing and take this back down to support at 1.4392. And I think we'll be set. This is really an easy trade if it resumes its trend. But, the Aussie's been doing some funny things lately. If it goes above the 200 exponential moving average, all bets are off. Time to redo a totally new analysis and find out what's going on. Right, our Euro Yen. Another one that I'm bearish on. I'll tell you, if I had a bearish candlestick formation now, I would take it and just put the stop right above that trend line. And the only reason I put that trend line on there was to show you how bearish this is. And as long as we make, lower highs and lower lows, it's bearish. The only thing in our way is that 200 exponential moving average, where this pair loves to sit and sit and sit for hours before it decides to make a move. So, if I got a bearish candlestick, I might take this about 2 hours before the London Open. See if we can get down to that 200 and get some pips in the pip basket. It's not a lot of pips, folks. We're only looking at 20 pips from the trend line. So, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. All right, let's get over to the last one of the day. And this is our New Zealand dollar. This is a simple trade. Folks, this is New Zealand daily, and this chart, the New Zealand is all over the place. There is no consistency on what it's doing. I understand it's a commodity pair. It reacts to other countries' results and numbers, but this is just all over the place. This is an ugly chart. It did work yesterday, though, and it worked very well, in fact. If you took the upside I gave you 2 trades opportunities yesterday on this, and if you took the upside, you did very, very well. This really worked out. This thing just went to the roof yesterday. So anyhow, I'm looking for it to sell, so I want this to get down below this trend line, and then we're going to sell it. At a minimum, we're going to come down here to the 200 exponential moving average, which is 30 pips, and that's fine with me. I will turn my computer off and have a nice day. So that's trade plan. Really easy New Zealand trade plan. Don't make it more difficult than it is. This is not a pretty chart, and the daily is not much nicer either. So that's what's going on. That's our 6 currency pairs. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this Thursday, February 26, 2015, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Traders, what do we say? Remember, trade smart and not hard. Traders, till tomorrow, have a great one, and we'll see you before the London Open. Bye-bye now.